blue light flash, but we got here first. Paperwork stacked, and the truth gon' hurt, yeah. Pull up on the block, case cold, no trace. Everybody quiet, but it written on their face. Hey, little boy miss him, mama praying by the gate. We connect dots while they tweeting for the clout chase. Screenshot, camera roll, that's a whole timeline. Lil' buddy say solid, but it crack, under shine. We in West End talking to his cousin in the 8. Turn one small room into a full resume. Ay, LG investigates. We find what you hide from the south side streets to the north side ride. You can switch your name, you could cross state lines. LG investigates. You can't outrun time, yeah. LG investigates. Whoa, yeah. LG investigates. Yeah. Peeing like somebody slipped in the name. We already got a file, we just adding the page. Flip footed back, see the same. Grady hoodie, same limp, same chain. That's the truth, not a maybe. Bank law, show a little swipe at the corner, then the gas cam catch that tag. By the waffle tie, one red hat to the car, to the cousin. Circle real small when you really start looking. Look, LG investigates. We find what you hide from the east side traps to the west side drive. Change your story, you can switch your line. LG investigates. We align them signs. Every small lie felt like a breath test. Ask who did what, nobody say names. Then LG pull up and the room feel strange. LG investigates. We find what you hide from the south side street to the north side ride. Switch your name, you can cross bay line. LG investigates. You train out one time. Blue light flash, but we got here first. Paperwork stacked, and the truth gon' hurt, yeah. Pull up on the block, case cold, no trace. Everybody quiet, but it written on their face. Hey, little boy miss him, mama praying by the gate. We connect dots while they tweeting for the clout chase. Screenshot, camera roll, that's a whole timeline. Lil' buddy say solid, but it crack, under shine. We in West End talking to his cousin in the 8. Turn one small room into a full resume. Ay, LG investigates. We find what you hide from the south side streets to the north side ride. You can switch your name, you could cross state lines. LG investigates. You can't outrun time, yeah. LG investigates. Whoa, yeah. LG investigates. Yeah. Peeing like somebody slipped in the name. We already got a file, we just adding the page. Flip footed back, see the same. Grady hoodie, same limp, same chain. That's the truth, not a maybe. Bank law, show a little swipe at the corner, then the gas cam catch that tag. By the waffle tie, one red hat to the car, to the cousin. Circle real small when you really start looking. Look, LG investigates. We find what you hide from the east side traps to the west side drive. Change your story, you can switch your line. LG investigates. We align them signs. Every small lie felt like a breath test. Ask who did what, nobody say names. Then LG pull up and the room feel strange. LG investigates. We find what you hide on the south side street to the north side ride. Switch your name, you can cross bay line. LG investigates. You train out one time. LG investigates. LG investigates. Do like Flash, but we got here first.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? If y'all can hear me, we are back. We are back over here at LG Investigates. If you do not know, I do have another channel, and it is pinned. It is called IEYE Investigates. Alrighty, yeah, that's me. Go on over there and subscribe just in case they take this channel again from me. But we're back. We're going to make sure we don't play no copyright music. All right. What's up? God's child, sis. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hopefully, I don't get no interruptions. I already let them know I am live. They always want something when I'm live. I just came out the front room. Company is gone, so hopefully I won't be interrupted. What's up, Lena? Hey, Lena. Yes. Hit that link that's pinned. So that just in case, that's the other channel. So you don't miss anything that LG got to say. That is me over there at IEYE Investigates. What it do, what it do, what it do. All right, let's get started. So I know everybody been following this case of Tyrone Davis and Kiera Davis, aka Lulu, aka Dro T2. So, I know you all seen the medical report and everything that came back. So I want to share this with you all over here on the bigger channel. So before we share that, I do want to share this. The autopsy. Shout out to Nothing But the Truth. Nothing But the Truth. She bringing out the facts. She bringing out everything that we need to put this piece it together, right? So what we're not gonna do is keep going with this narrative that Tyrone Davis rolled out a car and or got pushed and or jumped from a vehicle. I don't care what the medical examiner district, a Gilchrist or a Gainesville put on this. This is completely out of order. And don't be misled and say, well, because they said it's an accident, it's an accident. No, it's not. And David family should not settle for, oh, it's an accident. We going for misled lawsuit. No, you want criminal charges be brought against, we do know, Lulu, Kiera Davis. Charges need to be brought against her. She needs to be brought right back in and answer questions. Because if she did not do it, she know who did. And we're going to break it down. We're going to go ahead and break it down. Because they're going around and let me see if I can pull it up without, I got to pull it up. Hold on, y'all. So, what is going around being said is that Tyrone Davis had jumped out the car and got rolled. What is going around is being said that Tyrone Davis went into Papa John's. What is going around and is being said that Tyrone Davis checked in a hotel. None of that is true. None of that is true. He never showed up at Papa John's. Let's ask ourselves. If he showed up in Papa John's and ordered hotel checked in. Why isn't there? Why the family? Forget us. Forget about us having them. Why does not? Why the family does not have? I thought I'd be able to save it. Oh my goodness. See, Chat GPT save all everything that I request. Oh, yes it did. Yes it did. I ain't gotta write it all down no more. Yes it did. Okay, it did save it. Yes it did. Thank you. Okay. So what we're not gonna do is sit here and act like there's a copy there's no copy, there is no video until I can be proven facts that there is a video. Then I go by that. The family went to Gainesville and sat with the Gainesville department, if I'm correct. Sat with the Gainesville department as they in person, private. Why did they not ask Gainesville Police Department? You can't tell me you got a video of my my cousin without me before I walk out this office. You telling me that you have video and you see him in Papa John's and you see him checking in and you think I'm about to walk out of this motherfucker? I came down here for 5 hours. I done drove 5 hours to sit here and you telling me you got something and you ain't showing it? You gonna show me that video. It ain't hard. It's not hard. Remember, y'all, this was an appointed meeting. This wasn't no walk in, catching them off guard. This meeting was a scheduled meeting. So you're going to have all that. I'm not about to be at this scheduled meeting and you telling me you see my child, my loved one, on this tape and not fucking pull it out and bring that laptop out. Bring it out. You bring it out if you're interrogating a motherfucker. They bring out them damn little laptops, show you on video. Show me right now. Because that's a goddamn lie. They don't got him on no video. Hey, LaShawn. They do not have this man on video. And they could feed it to somebody else, but they're not about to feed it to the ones that's ain't no dummies. So what the family and the activists are doing is keep repeating to y'all that there's video. However, you got an activist that took her ass up there, set the meeting up for them, a scheduled meeting, even brought Tyrone out the trap house. Hell, Big Tyrone was ducked into a trap house. Brought his ass out the trap house to go up there with them at the scheduled meeting, and all of y'all walked out of there without letting them goddamn police officers show y'all a fucking goddamn it USB cord and plug it into a goddamn laptop, a Chromebook, something. This wasn't no meeting that they rushed. They just walked up in there. I want to talk. I want the mask. No, this was a scheduled meeting through the activist, attorney, PI, whatever title she is. She had that meeting scheduled for them. That's the time you should have. If you telling me in my motherfucking face, I want to see it, cause he could have been. He could be any guy walking in there. You can't tell me it was my son. Let my loved one, let me tell you, GPD, who that is. You don't tell me, especially if you ain't gonna show me that. So that right there, the family walked out without even knowing. However, they going by what GPD say. Now let me ask you this, activists. Why would y'all go by what GPD say? What GPD just fucked up this whole case. They didn't even treat it as a crime scene. They lightweight letting two murderers go free. Cause Lulu ain't do it by herself. She ain't move his body by herself. She might have clocked him a couple of times too in his head, but she ain't do it by herself. And she ain't got enough strength to lift his ass up and put him out there on that ground. Please hit the like button. My mom's got it. Please, y'all, hit the like button. I'm gonna share this with you all. Let me move this. Because I need them to just stop saying they got video of him when to me, if GPD had video of him, they'd already had it. They're just that simple. Not, I'm telling you. And if they didn't see no video, they need to just cut it out. Just stop telling us public. Stop telling us that there's video, because it's not. If there was video, y'all wouldn't have marched up out of there without looking at it. That's just simple. What we're gonna do? Hold on. Uh, Make sure y'all can still see. Oh shoot! Hold on, y'all. All right. So I'm gonna go over here, and hopefully you all can see it. Okay, you can see it. We're gonna go over here. So what I did is I did put Tyrone medical examiner worksheet summary inside Gemini, Google Gemini, and I asked, can you tell me a little more about the injuries in above image? So what they came up with, the image provided appears to be a medical examiner's body examination worksheet from the District 8 Medical Examiner Office in Gainesville, Florida. It belongs to individual listed as December 29th, 2025. The diagram contains handwritten notes from the pathologist, Kylie Imperator, MD, detailing various medical interventions and physical markings found during the exam. Again, Kylie Imperator, Medical, MD, detailing various medical interventions and physical markings found during the exam. Medical interventions and equipment. These are the equipment that have been used either on the first responders, the EMTs, and or medical equipment used at the hospital. Many other notes describe medical equipment likely used during life-saving attempts or hospital care. Head. Notes indicated an ICP, intracranial pressure monitor, a lumbar drain, surgical staples, and bandages. Torso limbs. Multiple IV sites are marked on the arms and hands. This is where he will receive his IVs. There's also a catheter and a triple lumen. That's a type of central IV line that noted in the pelvic and groin area. Mouth. The diagram notes fubation or gastric tubes used in a clinical setting. Bruising and abrasions. There are several notations of tube burn. When they say tube burn, don't be, oh, he got two burns on him. No, that's not what that is. Tube burn is likely shorthanded for brown / brunt. That stands for contusion / bruise. Now he got two burns on him. Now he has contusion bruise on the back, his shoulders, his arms, and his head. I repeat, he has contusion bruising on the back, shoulders, arms, and head. His head and face. The summary notes mention ecchymosis, bruising. Ecchymosis is another word for bruising around the eyes and around the dry skin area. They note scars and scabs. Several old scars are noted on the abdomen, the lower legs, and his feet. There are also scabs located on the knees. Several old scars are located on the abdomen, lower legs, and feet. There are also scabs located on the knees. And I don't know why that clicked off and came back on. Skin markings. Let me make sure I'm still. Can y'all see it? God's child, can you put a 1 in there if you could see it? Because I seen it blink out and came back. I'm trying not to pay attention to the chat because I want to focus on this. But God's child, if you okay, cool, thank you. Skin markings. The skin markings. Now this document notes a mole on the upper back, and he has several tattoos on the upper and lower extremities. That is called UES/LES. So So he has a mole on the upper back. So when you see the arrow, they may be pointing to a mole and not skin rash. He has a mole on his upper back. The family can verify that. He has several tattoos. We do know he has a lot of tattoos. They give his height, his weight, and they also give identifiers. They includes an ID band on them and a RFID tag on the ankles, and we all know what that is. Now it says this document is a processing worksheet, which is usually a preliminary step in an autopsy. So this came out before the autopsy. Now that the autopsy is out, but however, this preliminary step was before an autopsy. It focused on the external surfaces of the body and the medical hardware present at the time of the exam. It does not list the official cause of manner of death. It does not list the official cause or manner of death. This is just the medical examiner's worksheet, and this is what the medical examiner noticed when they got his body to them. So I did ask, I'd like to know, by reading the medical examiner summary, looking at the injuries, will it consist of jumping from a high velocity car fall? The medical examiner worksheet provided does not contain enough information to confirm or rule it out a fall from a high velocity vehicle. This document is a preliminary external survey. It maps what is visible on the skin and what medical equipment was attached to the body, but it does not describe internal injuries. It does not describe internal injuries like bone fractures or organ damage that are typically of a high velocity trauma. When someone falls from a moving vehicle at high speeds, forensic pathologists typically look for a specific pattern of injuries, often called road rash or friction abrasions, along with internal declaration injuries. Observations from the worksheet. Based strictly on the handwritten notes in your image, here is how the findings related to your question. Abrasions and contusions. The marks labeled to burn, bruising, and contusions, bruising contusions on the back, shoulders, and head are consistent with blunt force. The marks labeled to burn, bruising, contusions on the back, shoulders, and head are consistent with blunt force, but they are relatively localized. High velocity falls usually produce extensive, linear brush burn, abrasions over large areas of the body. We know drones do not have that. We know they did not say that this medical examiner, the pathologist, did not know nothing about no brush burn, no abrasions over no part of his body, only bruising. Head trauma. The presence of an ICP, the intracranial pressure monitor, the cranial pressure monitor, lumbar drain, and surgical staples on the head indicates a severe traumatic brain injury that required a neurosurgery. So with the bandages and the staples, he had to have surgery. He had to have a neurosurgery to take the pressure off his brain. I would say. While this could happen in a fall from a car, it is also common in many other types of blunt force trauma. Lack of noted. Now they're telling me this is a lack of noted on this medical examiner's worksheet. Road rash. There are no specific mentions of extensive graveling or deep friction burns, which are the hallmark of sliding across a pavement at high speeds. Extremity injuries. The diagram shows scars and scabs on the knees and feet, but does not indicate the shattered or cumulative fractures often seen in high impact ejections. What is missing? To determine if the injuries match a high velocity car fall, you will need the full autopsy report, specifically looking for internal exam or the counter-coup brain injuries or internal shearing. So that exam should say, the autopsy should say, is it a counter-coup brain injury or internal shearing brain injury? Skeletal survey. Are there specific fracture patterns in the pelvis ribs or long bones? Meaning he fell, he should have had some kind of fracture. He should have had some fractures in his pelvic ribs or long bones. Directionality. Does the road rash, if present, show a specific direction of travel? But we know he don't have no road rash. And also date. Body view was January the 2nd. The final autopsy report and toxicology should be completed by now. Would you like me? And that was that. That's the end of that. So this man did not roll out no car. He did not jump out no car. And I'm very convinced. I am so convinced that there is no video of him in no Papa John's. There's no video of him in no hotel. Now, let's ask ourselves. I remember when Tyrone came out and stated, I believe it was Big Tyrone, that Lulu tried to use his credit card. The hotel clerk would not let her use his credit card. That right there should be a clue to you all that Tyrone never made it to no Papa John's or no hotel. I don't care how they switch this shit. GPD lied to that family saying they got video. Because they had video, GPD would have pulled out that video and showed them on a disc or a USB. And I'm not sure why the activist is not putting two and two together. They have no video. You schedule an appointment for the family to talk to these people. They would have shown you a video instead of telling you that it showed you. I'm convinced there is no video, y'all. I'm more convinced because Lulu went back in the hotel alone trying to draw American Express card. With American Express, If it's suspicious, they'll ask you for ID. We know why would Lulu be walking in any hotel alone using Dro's card without Dro? First of all, Dro ain't gonna let her do shit. Dro caters to her. Dro gonna take his ass in there and rent the room. Nah, huh? They gonna go in there as couples together. And he gonna pull that black Amex out. Even if she got it in her pocket, he's still gonna go in there with her. He never made it out the cabin area. Yeah, in somebody's car and they dropped him off for dead. But he never made it out of that cabin alive. So I'm sick of hearing his video. Show it! Go take y'all ass up there right tomorrow morning. Go get y'all, go to the mayor's office tomorrow morning. They open. You tell the mayor you want his cops, his deputies, to show that video. You got an activist, tell her to march her ass to God. She live right up there. March her motherfucking ass in the goddamn fucking mayor's office tomorrow and demand y'all see them damn videos. Ain't no videos. There is no video of them. We know she ain't finna get out no damn car without Dro in the damn hotel trying to rent shit. When the people ain't seen him, they seen her pack up. Even the manager sat there and observed her. Whatever went down, it was that loud enough when the manager observed her leaving out crying and sitting there packing up for 30 minutes by herself. Will Dro let her pack up 30 minutes by herself? According to the daggone guests out there, bitch, they took a 30-minute walk, bitch, and you still was fucking packing up by yourself. Now ask yourselves, let's not be stupid. Where was Dro? We don't know where he was at, but we know he was not alive. Well, he wasn't in a physical condition to fucking help her. We do know that, and I'm not stupid. And I need y'all to stop being stupid and ignorant. Well, as soon as I hear them I'll be watching people, and as soon as I hear them say, yeah, well, he went to a pizza place, I just click off their live, because I ain't got time to cuss nobody out in their own shit. Because I'll be ready to cuss their ass out. Y'all stupid as hell. Just don't even do shit with this case. Don't even cover the case. The man was not in no hotel, and he was not getting no pizza. Ask yourself, do y'all really think he gonna walk in that motherfucker and order a goddamn pizza and some little bitty ass wings? No, they're gonna be at a fucking restaurant. Hell, they probably would have ate at Texas Roadhouse. He ain't about to get no goddamn pizza to go. I don't even want to hear he at the damn place. Thank y'all. I don't want to hear it. Because it's being stupid now. And that stupidity makes me motherfucking mad. Stop saying he rolled out the car, he jumped out the car. Stop saying he was at the pizza place. GPD said they got video when your ass went up there, scheduled an appointment with the damn family, and not one time y'all said demanded to see it. Y'all just gonna walk out of there letting them tell y'all this when they the same people that fucked up the whole crime scene. It seemed to me the activist is trying to jump over shit instead of getting a fucking criminal conviction. She want a lawsuit conviction. You can leave that on the back burner. That's gonna be. And I'm sick of motherfuckers saying, don't say nothing about Arthur. Arthur. I'ma say something. I'm sick of people act like they did not see the body cam recording that Gilchrist gave this man over the phone. Talk to him over the phone. Matter of fact, I was just going over this, but I ain't finished. But I'm going to go over it again. I'm going to tell y'all one damn thing. The officer asking this young man, he talked to Tyrone. Okay, the officer asked this young man, have you talked to him? Have you talked to Tyrone? When the last time you talked to Tyrone? This man said Friday going into Saturday. Okay, Friday going into Saturday. Then you hear somebody, I guess that's Natty them, talking to him in the background or whatever. So then the officer say, well, what he say? And they actually was talking about this. Okay, he telling the officer what they actually was talking about, right? Then he asks again, so you talked to Tyrone Friday? Or goes to say, no, Saturday. The officer caught it, but he didn't say any goddamn thing. Nigga, you just said you talked to him Friday, going into Saturday. Then I said, okay, so what you talked to him? He's like, nah, I talked to him Friday. So the officer talking to him, and he's like, okay, so you talked to him Friday? He's like, nah, I talked to him Saturday. Oh, okay. What was y'all talking about? He goes to tell the Valentine's, the cruise, and all that other shit. Officer said, oh, okay, so this was Friday? Art said, yes. Did y'all hear what I said? Art tells the officer he talked to Dro. Last time he talked to Dro was Friday early morning going into Saturday about a cruise and Valentine's Day. He said, yeah, I think it was Friday. This is what he telling the officer. So the officer listening to him, and the officer cuts him off a little bit and say, okay, so this is Friday. He said, no, Saturday. Then so the officer said, okay, what was the conversation? So he telling him the conversation. So the officer said again, okay, so this conversation was Friday. He said, yeah, Friday. Y'all didn't peep that shit out? Another thing on that recorded, Art says, he says, she, and then slipped and said, they went to the hotel. But he said, she went to the hotel. They went to the hotel. When he said she went to the hotel, it's already know that he knew Tyrone was already gone. Then he slipped and said they. He realized what he said. Another thing about Arthur. Arthur says Dro rented the hotel Sunday. Lulu tells him and Dro, her and Dro went to the hotel and rented that bitch Sunday. Well, how could Dro rent a goddamn hotel Sunday if he already deceased in the damn hospital on life support Saturday? But nobody catching that shit. I did. Because I write shit down. I listen, stop, play. Listen, stop, play. Because I write shit down. Every damn thing that boy said. And I was writing, I was in the process of writing it down again. I got it out. Man, I got so many pieces of paper and all of it the same that I wrote down. I'm writing the same old repeated shit down over and over. What he's saying. And you can, and it's so, and it's so sad that don't nobody wants to be out. They want the truth to be told. They want the answers. They want the truth to be told, but they don't want names to be fucking mentioned. Arthur, the same way they mention it. Still Lulu, and still Lulu and Arthur. You don't come over here to, I don't care. I ain't no about no disrespecting no family. They ones brought it out. And Arthur, when nobody even known about his motherfucking ass. Until we start investigating. Because he was with Dro on Christmas Eve. That's a fact. Now, if he was with him on Christmas Eve, I'm sure he was with him sometime Christmas night, going until Friday morning, when the last time he spoke to his damn cousin. He know when, like I said, gonna let motherfuckers get away with murder because they goddamn some kin. Because it's gonna break y'all family heart that y'all fucking cousin, nephew, brother killed Dro. He killed him. And I ain't biting my tongue. He unalived Dro with Lulu. Whatever took place in that motherfucking cabin, that's where it ended at. This fucked ass autopsy shit talking about exiting moving vehicle. They only went by, they only saying exiting a moving vehicle because they went by one word. They ain't go by the witnesses. Witnesses ain't seen him jump out of shit. They walked up and seen him on the ground. The only motherfucker walking around saying he jumped out of something is Lulu. Now, how can you believe a habituous liar? And Renee, I'm going to need you to come up off your goddamn ass too, bitch. I'm going to need your fat ass to come up off your ass, you slow mental. You know this shit going on now. You heard this goddamn video, you because you really going to make me think you proud that they murdered your child. Your child was murdered by Lulu and goddamn it, Arthur J. Morgan. Yes, Lena. She said she told the Davis family, she told Big Tyrone that he fell at the cabin. When Big Tyrone and the Davis family went up there 6 cars deep, they asked her for his belongings. And they asked her what happened at the same time they asking for her belongings, Dro belongings. And she said, I don't know, he fucking fell out the fucking car. And Tyrone immediately said, that's not what you told us. You told us he fell out there at the cabin. Another lie. She just lying and lying and lying. What I would love to see is her interview with the Gainesville Police Department, since they gave her 3 lie detector tests with her lying ass. They ain't give her one. They just took her word for They took what she said. They took what the fucking slow learning ass motherfucker mama said. Oh, she's a model girlfriend. No, I wouldn't even want. No, no, there shouldn't be no investigation. Well, how do you feel now, slow learning ass bitch? Renee, how do you feel now? Because deep in your motherfucker heart, you know your son was taken out of here by motherfucking force. He ain't jump out no goddamn car. He ain't roll out of nothing. And he damn sure ain't get beat inside no car. I don't give a fuck if the car was parked upside down. That motherfucker ain't get beat in no car. The research motherfuckers need to research some more. He ain't get beat inside no goddamn car. And he ain't damn sure. Where he got beat at, it was enough room to cause them blows. He have defensive wounds on his arms by his elbow area. He was covering his face up in a fetal position, probably balled up, covering his face, because they already cracked him several times on the top of his head. That's why his elbows are bruised. Not road rash. They are bruised. Purplish, brownish bruising. And they hit him so hard, they blacked his eyes. It's instant. His blood just stopped. That's why he had black eyes. They didn't black his eyes physically. He got black eyes because when you could get a busted nose and catch a black eye. He got a big blow on the back of his head that probably instantly started turning his eyes raccoon or panda bear color. He probably had panda bear or raccoon eyes, meaning he had black circles on both his eyes for being struck in the head. You guys, I like to be, hey Jamaica, hey, I like to be, I don't like to sugarcoat nothing when it, you know, I'm not that type person. I have never been a sugarcoater. If I see it, I'm gonna blurt it out. I see it. I don't care who you is. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and it's wrong for that family to suffer like this, but it's also wrong if they don't want a criminal investigation and all they thinking about is what that damn fat ass activists, greedy ass, fucking scamming ass activists walking up to having y'all look stupid out there yesterday. Looking in the damn police doors and windows like they finna open up the door. Where was the press conference? Let's talk about that. Where was the press conference? Because you better believe if there was a set date appointment for a press conference, that them news media's been running over there. That's because that bitch lied. There was never a press conference. She lied to y'all, told y'all press conference. David family. She never set up a press conference. She set up for y'all to go up there and look stupid. Thank you. I'm back. My backup channel link, please hit that. I got it pinned. Hit that link just in case. Because I know all y'all was like, where is she at? Yeah, I was playing Mode 3 and he ain't my friend. Like he said, everybody ain't your friend and he ain't mine neither because he copyrighted me. They copyrighted me doing that. So the autopsy findings was multiple blunt force injuries, meaning it's not necessarily on the head. Multiple blunt force injuries. Remember, y'all, he got hit on the back, he got hit on the shoulders, he got hit on his head, and he got hit on his arms. Those are multiple blunt force injuries. Back, his head, back of his head, the front of his head, his arms, and his shoulders. And his arms is, if you put your arms up to your face, your elbows gonna be pointing in a direction of who hitting you. He had his arms, both arms, curled up to his fucking face and his head, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Probably had his head down in his arms, and they steady beating him. That's where them bruises come from, up under his elbows. His shoulder. I believe at some point he was standing up before they knocked him down, and he was trying to get away, so that blunt hit his shoulders. Boom! Before they even hit his head. So that's how he got the bruise on his shoulder. And the autopsy only showed one side of his shoulder that's bruised. Then they clocked him in the back of his head. Boom! Once he went down, they kept clocking him. Boom, boom. So now he's trying to cover himself from being hit more times, and he was being hit on his back part of his arms. So I don't want to hear the research team and the activists and none of the damn nurse, none of the motherfuckers say he rolled out a goddamn car. That shit happened at that cabin. Period, point blank. No one never seen him leave that cabinet. The Davis family gave all them, the last time they talked to him was at that cabin. The only person that talked to him again, well, talked to him was Friday, was Art. Going into Saturday. Then he say, then he changed it, realize what he's saying, that Lulu told him all this at the hospital. First of all, why would she be telling you all this at the motherfucking hospital? Why didn't you contact the David family when you was at the hospital with Lulu? Where was the David family at? Because they didn't get told until that Monday, which was the 29th. And your damn show went up at that goddamn hospital when Renee was up there, motherfucker. Because I'm sure she would have mentioned it. And if you was, and she didn't mention it, what is she covering up? Because ain't no way, I don't give a fuck who child you is. And what y'all about down there. We all gonna be about it. Family fight on family fight, ass motherfucker. You killed my child, bitch. And they want people on here that's covering the case, not to mention Arthur. You're mentioning Lulu. It's still Lulu. It's still Lulu and Arthur. Over here it's Lulu and Arthur. Until he get proven innocent. Because he got some inconsistencies. He lied. He has several lies. I bust him in. And then he wants to know how the officers talk to Lulu because their stories should be matching. What? Only a guilty person say some shit like that? Yeah, let me hang the phone up on this little motherfucker. You dumbass bitch. Did you just hear what you said? Then he laughing like the shit funny, and these motherfuckers keep Dro still in the damn ICU at this time when he did that interview. Dro was still in the ICU. They hadn't even pulled the plug, but that same day they pronounced him dead. They kept him on it till Renee could bring her family up on the 30th. So he still was on it until Renee no family number, other members came on the 30th. But while the officers talking to him on that 29th or either on that 30th, Dro was still on ICU. And this motherfucker laughed. I don't care, Natalie. I don't motherfucking care, Big Tyrone. I don't care, Natasha. David family. Arthur needs to be looked at. I don't give a fuck. Y'all want justice? Bring his ass into the police department. Because to be, you want me to really be honest, he looked like a little dope fiend crackhead. I saw that mug shot. When he just in jail for drug paraphernalia? Yeah. And one of y'all dumb motherfuckers let him out, burned him out. Off the PI money. Because y'all ain't got no damn PI neither. I'm sick of that. Only people y'all got is a research team and a damn activist. Y'all don't have a PI. You'll never get justice. Because guess what? With the inconsistencies already that Lulu done did, a case will be open. It won't be no investigation. They don't need to investigate. We know who was the last person with her. And who the last two people that talked to him. Lulu and Arthur. There's no investigation. Hand that shit over to the PI. Thank you, Oliver. Hold on, let me read some of y'all comments. Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep it for real. Like, okay, so I'm sorry if I missed some of y'all comments. She says, I believe Arthur pulled up that morning at the cabin unexpectedly. That's when they heard the altercation. But I believe they took Dro then. They beat him and then dropped him off. Karen, yes. But see, here's the thing. I believe they didn't take Dro at no 4 o'clock in the afternoon on no Saturday. Here's what I believe. I believe whatever went down, I'm going by the first statement Arthur said. He talked to Dro Friday around 4-something in the morning. And all they was talking about is some damn vacation and going on a cruise with the family. I believe that's when the incident took place. Now, the neighbors talking about they heard this and heard this Saturday. I doubt that one bit. I doubt that one bit. I don't believe they heard this Saturday. They heard all this noise Friday. Going, it might have been Saturday morning, early, like he said, Friday going into Saturday, because he got the days mixed up when he was sitting up there Thursday going into Friday with them. I believe he was moved somewhere, perhaps in the back of the cabin. Ain't his dark woods back there? But then again, I don't know. He could have been in somebody's goddamn car. He wasn't bleeding out, So we do know this. We know he ain't bleeding out. He bleeding internally. So he's not losing blood on the out. He losing blood bleeding in. So he was somewhere in somebody's car. Yeah, they lied. But they was able to sneak him out that hotel, out that cabin. They was able to sneak him out that cabin where the neighbors didn't see it. That's why they never saw Dro the next day. Because see, here's the thing. I don't know who getting their days and stuff wrong. She had to check out. She immediately checked out, but she checked out late. That's another thing. They knew damn well they wasn't checking in. They was gonna check out no Sunday. Maybe they did have a cabin till Sunday, but shit went down. That's why she checked out late. She had a late checked out. That wasn't by choice. That wasn't by, oh, I'm late. Damn. No. Because you think that man, you supposed to check out at 11 and you ain't out of that motherfucker yet. He going to have his goddamn workers knocking on that door. That's because you didn't have to check out. They didn't have to check out probably until that Sunday. But she's checking out now because they know what the fuck happened that night before. Yeah, they know what happened Friday. Yep. That's not, yep. That too. Real talk. I kept saying he was in a suitcase or he was in that damn crate that Tamala kept saying, looking at, like, look at that. He was that maybe she went to Walmart and bought something big and sturdy. Just the whole, and maybe he probably was inside that motherfucker out there. He probably was balled up inside that big ass crate that was out there. That tackle box. That damn tackle box. And I'm thinking this lady, like, I'm laughing like this lady's thinking, she really thinking, and now all this making sense. It could have been inside. It went the drugs inside it. They put Dro inside that motherfucker till the coast was clear to move. Oh no, and Deja, You think they beat Dro and put him in Lulu cart and he begged her to let him out? At that point, he couldn't beg nobody to do anything. Them blunt force, them hits he was receiving, Dro was done. He was done. He was done at that cabin, y'all. He was done. He was done. And I ain't gonna say they sitting in front of Papa John's and they beating him and nobody coming out of Papa John's looking at him get beat. First of all, he gonna get the fuck out the car. He ain't gonna just let you beat him. Let's make it make sense, researchers, activists. If it's just her, a man always gonna outpower a woman. I don't care how physical a woman say they is. A man gonna outpower that woman. So you really think he about to just be sitting in the car getting beat? Yeah, okay. He gonna get, yeah, you might hit me that one time, but I'm out of this motherfucker. He gonna take whatever you're beating him with from your ass and probably start clocking your ass with it. He was caught off guard at that damn cabin. Right, Lena. She went back to that daggone cabin while when Renee came up there. And here's the thing, too. I'm glad you brought this up, Lena. When Renee came up there, That's when she needed to leave. When her things was already out the cabin. She needed to leave. And old boy had to meet her back at the cabin to get his body. I mean, I'm not saying his body was in that tackle box, but where was his body? Nobody saw him leave with her. Nobody saw him. Okay, they heard a guy in there. That guy wasn't damn sure wasn't drove. We gotta make it make sense. And I got a feeling, I don't care how mad Dro can get, he's still gonna help her. Knowing they gotta get up out that cabin. He not about to help. He gonna help her just so he can get through and get away from her ass. Dro was never in that Dro was never physically able to help her even pack a car. Yeah, Jason told Lonely that she said she had to go back to the cabin. And then that was on they went up there on the 28th. Renee been up there twice. She went on the 28th, and then she went back with her family members, all her family members, on the 30th when they pulled the plug. Okay? Jason went up there allegedly on the 28th. So, 27th, we all know Lulu left that cabin. The 29th, Big Tyrone calls around for Lulu. She answers. He said, "Where are you?" This is the 29th, Monday. "Where are you? My son's sitting here on life support and you are not even here." You know what you tell Big Tyrone? "I'm at the cabin getting my stuff." At the cabin? Bitch, you been out that cabin Saturday. Now, I will say the manager had to interrupt that one and say, "Wait a minute, as far as the cabin, they had already left. They didn't leave no belongings. They left. The lady cleaned the cabins. She did not come back here to get anything because there wasn't nothing here for her to get." But she lied to Big Tyrone now. Yeah, he already had the cabin rented out. Oliver, I believe that is a whole false. That's a whole false. Look. That's a whole lie Lulu told Renee. That's a whole lie Lulu, another lie Lulu told Rena. Because the all right, I'm just going to give y'all an example right now. And I'm going to prove that's a lie. For one, I looked Arthur up. There's no warrant in Gilchrist for him. Nowhere in Gainesville. Okay? For two, the little boy just got arrested Friday for drugs, drug paraphernalia. He just got arrested Friday. If she pressed charges on him, he will have a warrant. He's in Florida. It will take no problem for Gilchrist to pick his ass up for assaulting a woman trying to take a wallet from her. That did not happen. He's out of jail. Because he was not only got it for assault, he got it for robbery at the hospital. Well, he was just recently arrested Friday. He's out. That was a lie she told Rena. Why she told Rena that lie, I don't know. Because the people that wanted the goddamn wallet was Big Tyrone Shauna, his sister, Dro's sister on his daddy's side, they the ones was asking her where his belongings and where's his wallet, where's his phone. It wasn't Arthur. Arthur wasn't trying to fight her for shit. She told her just a bad. She just told her. I don't even know why she even told that damn lie. Cause see, what Rena should have done was ask. Well, where? See, Rena probably thinking Arthur came up there with the Davis family. Arthur did not go up there with the Davis family. Arthur was up there with Lulu. Now, Rena, I need you to start putting this shit together. And I don't want to see your fat ass get in no goddamn car in Gainesville doing the video because you're mocking the Davis family. And you're talking about putting a teddy bear down. Fuck putting a goddamn teddy bear down. Knock on GPD door and say you want an investigation done on Lulu. You up there riding and playing and shit. Taking your damn son death as a fucking joke and mocking him. Mocking that man death. You ain't been took your ass up there. Now you want to take your ass up there and throw a teddy bear down and show fucking Facebook. You look more suspicious and suspicious and you part of this shit too. That's sad. That's sad. That is so sad. That she willing to let this girl walk for unaliving her son. And I don't care if she physically done it. She was there. She just as guilty as the motherfucker that hit him the first time with her, whatever they hit him with. And to continue beating him with it. That's it. They worried about trying to get money off of Tyrone's name. Let's start their activists. They too busy worried about Tyrone's money. Now, one time have I heard this activist say justice for Dro? Not one time. All I keep hearing is what GPD failed to do. Now, one time have I heard her say, now you an activist. An activist fight for rights. An activist say, justice or no sleep. Sleep, no justice. Some shit like that. But she talking about GPD and what the fuck they failed to do. Well, you failing him too. Because I don't hear you saying, I want a criminal conviction and I want to bring Lulu back in that motherfucker. Bring Lulu back in there. Renee, I'm going to need you to contact Gainesville Police Department tomorrow morning. Same way your ass looked stupid at a goddamn Gainesville meeting when they talking about potholes and buildings. I need you to walk your ass in Gainesville Police Department and tell them you want a fucking open investigation because you have reasons to believe now that after all these video cameras and video reports coming out, you have reasons to believe your son was unalived. And Lulu is the person that was with him. But I bet you won't do that because you think you about to get part of some more money. Right. Why set up everything when it's closed? You bum rush them motherfuckers when they open. All they gonna do is put you out. That's it. All you gonna do is tell me to get out. And if I be disturbance, then you gonna fucking give me with a disorderly. Bring your ass. Yeah, but y'all want the damn. See, and then here's another thing. Y'all want the public to come out there and scream for y'all. Get on airplanes and waste their goddamn time. Because that would have been a waste of my time. I got on the airplane, and what y'all did Saturday wasn't shit. So I'm the type of motherfucker you don't want me to come up there and protest. Because we going to protest. We got enough bond money. We going to protest. I ain't going to have no bullhorn for nothing. And I'm over in that county. I'm a fuck that county up. And it's my child. The fuck? And that's the honest God truth, so help me God. That's the truth, because ain't nothing what you gonna do. What you gonna do? I'm not scared of no jail, and I ain't scared of no charges. That's for my child. Y'all can't even do that. Y'all scared. Y'all want the public to do it. Hey, Derek. Y'all want the public help to do it. No, I don't care if it's 10 of you motherfuckers. 10 family members, damn it, and an activist. We gonna make some noise. I don't need a crowd. And y'all shouldn't need a crowd neither. So stop asking these supporters to come up there and protest with y'all. Y'all don't need a goddamn crowd. Y'all got enough motherfuckers in y'all family. Y'all better do it and be about it. Y'all some weak motherfuckers, man. Y'all worried, y'all want the public to come. Y'all want people out the public and all that. Shit. Fuck with the public. I ain't even thinking about the public. This mine. We gonna do this shit. And that's true. We gonna do this. I don't need everybody. They come, they don't, they won't. I don't give a fuck. We don't need a crowd. We is the crowd. Thank you all, boy. No, you ain't too late. I'm just getting started. I'm gonna tell you now, Mona Fair, that the City Hall be open tomorrow morning. I want to see what they'll be about. I don't care 4, 5 hours away, 10 hours away, bitch. I'ma stay in front of that damn fucking City Hall. But guess what? What are they going to City Hall for? What are they fighting for? Because they damn sure ain't fighting for a criminal charge. What justice is they looking for? Because all they got to do is turn in the goddamn paperwork of what the fuck they gathered from the damn police in Gilchrist interview and everything else. All they got to do is go to City Hall. I need to speak to the mayor now. Fuck what his mama talking about. Y'all have just as much rights. Especially Big Tyrone, that's his daddy. Y'all are his family. Hell, Tyrone could come up out the trap house and take his ass to Gainesville for that damn whore bag. She already trying to whore on fucking Polo. All in his chat. Let's go have a drink. Little whore ass bitch. And I'm talking about that Lord Rich bitch. She trying to get in fucking she want Polo. Now she want to slob knob on Polo. Ain't you slob knobbing on the daddy bitch? And Arthur, the fucking cousin? Because I heard Arthur had a little bit of that piece of fish too. You fishy hoe. I'm out behind, sorry. But listen, love, have y'all listened to the activist speak on what didn't add? And her and Natty spoke very well. Don't get mad at me, please, love. But the activist really made it sense a little bit better than a lot of things. Like what, Lena? Like what? Because she sure lying about having a damn press out there. I ain't seen no press out that bitch. Y'all see a press conference? A bunch of niggas looking stupid. Looking in the damn glass of the fucking GPD window. Holding the sign through the man. I ain't seen no press conference. I seen a bunch of stupid niggas. She had them out there looking stupid. I'm telling the truth. I tell it raw. If y'all don't like it, get it. I'm telling y'all now. I tell it raw over here. It's just raw. It's just me. That's what they looked like. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. And guess what? They ain't gonna show it because he wasn't alive. He never walked in no pizza place or no hotel place. That was just a that was just some dumb shit they told the family, and the family running with it without even saying, show it to me before I leave out of this office. Huh? They had to show me. Mentor. Y'all don't have her comment. Show her comment. I want to see it. I couldn't even see it. Somebody hit it. Okay, I got it. Hold on. First off, case should not be closed. No, that wasn't the comment. That was Lena comment. I don't even know what you said, Lena. Say it again. If you're so and you're so funny, I love you like you are speaking. Thank you, Lena. If they can't take the heat, get out the hell out the kitchen. Now cook, LG. Okay? I mean, I didn't even get to see what Lena put. But serious, like I mean, it's just real. I'm tired. It's just like, sometimes I'll be like, I'll be ready to, like y'all really believe in this shit? Hell, the family telling y'all right there in front of the police officer on recording. They have not talked to this man since Friday. Nobody seen him leave out of that. 3 people. The manager and the 2 people that was walking on their little daily walk, on vacation, on staycation, whatever they want to call it, ain't seen him. But they seen her. They knew it was 30 minutes. It took her to pack that shit in that car. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you, old boy. It just don't make sense. Who trying to come in here and be like, what's she talking about? Y'all gotta rewind the camera. Y'all gotta rewind me back. Then lied about a research team. Girl, Cray, that CC is her research team. Yeah, a research team all around the world that ain't doing nothing but GPT and Google Gemini. Now, I ain't taking my motherfucking mouth off of that damn so-called ass nurse that didn't know a goddamn thing yesterday neither. I watched that shit. Had me up for damn near 2 hours for nothing. The same shit we hearing. The fuck? And she was a mortician. She done worked in fucking mortician. Girl, yeah. Mortician Google GI. Google Gemini. I'm sick of them too. The fuck? For real. Now, hold on, y'all. My daughter always got to call me when I'm live. Hold on. All right. I'll talk to you. Bye-bye. Being nosy. I told her to say hi. She's like, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, you always call me and try to interrupt me. Yeah. They ain't doing that, so y'all don't think Fiona doing a good job. I ain't saying she not doing a good job, but I think she put some lies with it. Ask Fiona why she tell that damn Davis family that they got a press conference and they believe in it and they went up there looking like a bunch of hyenas. Stupid. I saw them putting those banners up to the damn window. I know them motherfuckers in there was calling them all kind of goddamn names. Names that I would not mention on here. But I bet you they them chewing back tobacco motherfuckers was calling their ass some damn names. Okay? Yeah, y'all know, yeah. Looking through that glass. The motherfuckers locked the door on their ass. The fuck? She lied to them, thinking they was going up there for a press conference. She lied to them, and they did not have a press conference. All that shit was for nothing. Waste of fucking gas. I had her ass reimburse my ass. Y'all ain't getting nowhere. What was that for? They ain't do shit. They ain't get nowhere. What was that for? That ain't made no statement because those people ain't unlocked them doors. Show Derek comment somebody. Cause I can't hit y'all can show his comment. No press conference at all. Had everybody waiting for this press conference that the activists knew wasn't gonna happen. She knew it wasn't gonna happen. I ain't even gonna lie. The activists knew that press conference wasn't gonna happen. They're just like the activists know there is no piece of video and there is no hotel video. The activists also know if she get in the goddamn car and you sitting in the car, Dro ain't gonna be beat and get hit in those areas inside a goddamn car. Because he gonna be able to grab something from her if she want us to believe Lulu is the one that was beating him, pulled over and beat him, and the shit just happened after getting some pizza. Do you think he gonna get in the goddamn car and they already heated in a toxic ass relationship and to go get some pizza? Matter of fact, let's just be real. Is he gonna get the fuck out of the car with pizza and wings after he done got beat and dropped to his knees? Matter of fact, who put his damn shoes on him? He had on fucking slide-ons. He ain't gonna get beat and get out no goddamn car with 2 pairs of slide-ons. And they want y'all, no, they want us to believe this bullshit. What's up, Just Me? And guess what, at Just Me? They weren't loud enough for me because I'd have had them damn cops come up out of there. Okay? The cops would not have had their doors locked. That wasn't loud enough. They were just looking stupid enough. Loud enough, they'd have fucking been coming out there arresting my ass. Then the news media would have been there. Then you would have had a press conference. I'd have made sure it was loud enough for the news people to come. She lied to them people. But she damn sure told us she called for a press conference. I'm going to go by what she said. She said it, not me. It still don't make a sense. I'd have been a disturb. Yes, I would. I'd have been causing a disturbance. You think I'm going to drive 5 hours away and be out that side they building screaming with a fucking microphone? Nah, we going to turn this shit up. And I'm going to have nigga music playing. I'm going to be playing some rock. I'm going to be playing all kind of shit. Rap like a motherfucker in front of they shit. I'm gonna play nothing but rap. I'm gonna give them a reason to come out and unlock that door. Now call the goddamn news, cause the news gonna hear this shit, cause they ain't putting this shit out on the news. They keeping it quiet. They failed my nephew. They failed my loved one, and they got a bitch walking around getting away with murder. I've been playing gang banging music like a motherfucker. Big ass radio, big ass speaker. I don't care. I don't care. I'd have disturbed their ass. I'd have disturbed them. Right. Let them know. I've been playing. Let them know. You hear me? On repeat. They want to like my ass. What you gonna do? Give me with a disturbance. Disorderly conduct. Okay. I'm acting disorderly. I am. But I got your attention acting disorderly. Y'all don't know how to protest. That was a weak ass protest. Period. Protest for the fucking for clout. That's all that was. A protest for clout. Because you ain't getting shit out of it. What the fuck did you get out of it? Protesters normally protest for a whole week, for weeks, for days. Come on now. You are not about to get me up here for no goddamn 4 hours and I don't talk to nobody. Then we're going to keep going back. They should have went back today. We're going to keep going back. We're going to keep going back until somebody hear us. I don't care if my family is 500 of them motherfuckers, ain't it? I don't care if we got to switch off. I don't care if we got to switch off. We're going to go up there every day until they say, make an announcement that they're making criminal charges. That's the truth. That's how you protest. You don't protest for no damn one day. They should have went back this morning. They should go back all week next week, especially when the business is open. Shit, they ought to go ahead and protest down there by fucking City Hall. City Hall gonna make sure that mayor talk to them. Cause they ain't gonna want to see a bunch of them motherfuckers in front of City Hall. Take your ass to City Hall tomorrow. Right, mentor. He ain't even do that. He ain't do the S word. He ain't try to unalive himself and none of that. I've been around activists like her before, and they damn all types of shit. They like to shake things up. She's actually not a wild. There's some activists I've been around. Right, at just me. She ain't wild enough for me. She ain't loud enough for me. We gonna be loud. I ain't gonna lie. They can only get you with disorderly. That's a misdemeanor. A ticket, a payout ticket. Here, get the little $200. Got to process me in, but you got your little $200. What's up, Angela? She sure did what? Yeah, I mean, well, I'll tell you, I just feel bad for I do feel bad for the Davis family, but I don't think they moving in the right way. Because I believe, again, it's a lie about a PI. I don't care. Ain't nobody gonna keep no PI secret for a simple fact. They're just like they have anonymous calls when you want to report a crime. The PI should have an anonymous number where if anybody that was on that in that area riding past, maybe they have seen something. Any little thing will help. And they will have an anonymous number that they could contact the PI on. But ain't no PI, because her ass wants the money to herself. Because you know, if once she try to win this lawsuit, because she probably told them, I fight with gangs here. I know about this. I've been doing this for years. You could have a case open without the PI. Keep the money. You could have a case open without the PI. With her lying ass. And the case ain't open. And if you had a PI, he got enough information to go get the case open. I promise you. That Gilchrist body cam and recording is enough to go get that case open. Don't go in that motherfucker with the research team information. Because they're going to smack all that shit back in your face. Don't go in that motherfucker with the worldwide researchers. Don't go in there with that shit they gave y'all. Go in there with Gilchrist body cam and video. Go in there with nothing but the truth video. Go in there with that video. That research shit, don't go in there with that bullshit. Because you won't get justice. You're going to get laughed at. Yeah, she know what happened to Dro. And she ain't act alone. And until over here, I'm going to tell you. Well, this is what I'm saying. Y'all ain't got to say it. I'm saying it over here. Arthur. Tell him don't say his name. Arthur. I'm saying his name over here. They need it's still Lolo, and Arthur. I want to see her statement too. You ask me, she only gave them what she gave them. You know what? If she told the first responders, and that's another thing, Renee, she told the first responders that she is the sister. She is the sister. Y'all must ain't hear me. And we got into a bad argument. Well, damn, that's some hell of an argument for a sister and brother to have, and the brother want to jump out the car. What argument was that? Not a relationship argument, a brother and sister argument. Now, if she told the first responders that, what do y'all really think she told Gainesville police? Hashtag Arthur and Kiera. Hashtag it's still Arthur and Kiera. No, we're going to say hashtag it's still Arthur and Lolo over here. Hashtag it's still Arthur and Lolo. There was all red flags. If she sat there and told first responders she is the sister, what y'all think she told Gainesville Police Department? For real, for real. What she really tell them, y'all? I think now at this point about Jason, I'm going to tell you. I don't think Jason, I don't know. I'm still trying to see how to piece Jason in it. Because at this point it's kind of putting Jason out of it. But I don't know. And then again, Jason had to be in some kind of way because this came out of, I believe, Renee's mouth when she said, no, actually, no, it didn't. It came out of Cece's mouth. She said Lulu was trying to fight Jason and Arthur. So it was Lulu, Arthur, and Jason at the hospital without all the other family members. So Jason ain't off my book neither. I just gotta really dig in. I'm digging, but at this point, ain't nobody interviewed Jason neither. Ain't no police officer interviewed Jason. But I'm sure once they get Lulu and Arthur, a lot of names gonna probably come up in this shit. Renee, you definitely suspicious, and I'm just saying. Now that you know this, I think you should just go ahead and Bogart down there in Gainesville at the city hall and let them know the information that you have received on recording video of Tasha's son and his conversation with your son and his last conversation with your son and the last time he conversated with your son. And get a case back open. Yeah. Y'all ain't see him nobody saw him inside no car. Nobody saw him get out no car. Nobody saw him leave a cabin. They saw him go in it. They saw him decorate it. That's it. That's all. It's a lot of people involved. That's why Polo said, if they get Lulu, some other people are going down too. And I do believe it. I do believe it. And it's almost like they really want the justice. However, they bypassing the criminal part of justice. They looking at the part of justice that I'm seeing that they looking for is to sue the medical examiner place, sue the medical examiner, sue the hospital, sue fucking GPD. That's the justice. But it's not bringing any criminal charges. If they start to me, if they start screaming, lock them up, pound, lock them up, pound, bring them in for question, they start screaming, we fighting to bring them in for Lulu in for questioning, all that other shit ain't gonna mean shit to me. Fuck, everybody know what GPD done. That's secondary. We need what really need to be done is bring her in for questioning. Give her, let them know every inconsistency she done told since the incident happened. Bring Arthur in. Because he talked to Lulu. He conversated with Lulu and Dro. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about his inconsistencies on that recording. So don't tell me over here we don't talk about Arthur. Yes, we do, because he fucking suspect too. Yeah, they want the money side of justice, and it's just so crazy because they only going for the money side. Because I really don't, besides Natasha and Natalie, that's really wanting justice, but they scared justice gonna be at their front door. Why y'all think Natasha sat back a little bit? She don't need to be on the panels with the damn activists no more. Why is that, y'all? Why Natasha, this the second interview, Natasha was not in attendance. Okay? With the activists. Natasha was not in attendance with the activists. This the second time. Y'all gotta ask yourself why. Because they ain't making enough noise for me, Oliver. That's why. Yep. Oliver. They ain't making enough noise. That's why they ain't brought her back in yet. She said, I want to know why they haven't brought Lulu back in to talk to talk to her. This is all crazy to me. Yeah, because they ain't making enough noise. She's supposed to been in. And now that recordings coming out, for real, now that it's coming together, and all these damn lies she done told, hell, on my paper alone, hell, she lied twice to the first response, well, 3 times. She lied and said she the sister. She lied and said he fell out of her car. She lied and said he jumped out of her car. She lied and said she stopped her car and he got out and she saw him walking. That's 4 right there on the crime scene that she lied and said. Come on now. She done told 4 sitting on the crime scene. Then she lied and said she don't know what hospital they taking them to. When they said it's a hospital literally 5 seconds away. How you gonna say you don't know what hospital they taking them to when they literally tell you on the scene what hospital they taking you to? Now, unless you ain't care enough to ask them. Because on the scene, they will let the person know what hospital they about to take them to. And so she lied about that. She knew what hospital he was going to. She just didn't go there. Yeah, Justice. I agree with you on that. Because Tasha would have overcut her off and stuff like that. And Tasha might slip and say something they working on and it ain't supposed to be known to the public. But yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you right there. But Tasha a motor mouth. She been to slip something out. He fell at the gas station. He fell at the cabin. He fell out the car. He rolled out the car. He got thrown out the car. He got beat inside the car. But Lulu lies go from the gas station, the cabin, falling, to jumping out, to Sheeta's sister. That's 5 right there. And that's on the crime scene. Oh, she didn't know what hospital to go to. That's 6. Because the paramedics is not gonna leave, and you a kin, or you the girlfriend, or you the fiance, whatever you are, they know you know him and you with him, and you said you the sister, so you the next of kin. They ain't gonna tell you what hospital they taking them to. Girl, get out of here. You lied about that. You said Lulu wanted Dro to pass away. Oh yeah. If he'd have made it through, he would have been able to say something. But I think purposely they put him out there on the road so he could get hit by a car and it'll just look like he got ran over by a car. But God said, nope. That car stopped and stopped they goddamn action. Because that's the way it's saying. When they put him out there on the right-hand side of the goddamn road, he would have walked right there on that sidewalk. It's a sidewalk right there. Why would he in the middle of that guy on the right lane? On the right lane. Hey, Dobie. Hello, Dobie. Yeah. He's supposed to have a guy hit by another vehicle. That's what that was. But God said, Good Samaritan stopped and saw. And they probably mad at that. They probably mad at the Good Samaritan. They just, damn, he just fucked our play up. Sure did. He sure did. Because y'all was really wanting him gone. Y'all really wanted him smashed the fuck up. So the injuries would look like he got ran over by a car. But it ain't go they way. They plans didn't work right. Because that's what they plan was. But leave him out there look like he got hit so it could explain his fucking injuries on his head. And how she walking around right now making posts on his daggone wall. She's a lunatic loony. She's a psychopath. She's a nut. Then to walk around and not have guilt. Both Lulu and Art. To walk around and not have guilt. I know you're probably listening, but I'm going to spit it to you raw and right. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Y'all know, and I know Big Tyrone deep in his heart know, and probably in his heart know that Art is part of his son's demise. Because you know why? Tyrone know Art was the last person with him too. Art was seen with Tyrone on Christmas Eve. And I'm sure he was seen with him on Christmas Day and Christmas night going until Friday morning. And Tyrone probably, he ain't sick about not picking up Dro. And for Dro to call Tyrone to pick him up, Dro ain't going to sit there and wait 5 hours for Tyrone to pick him up. That means Tyrone was up in Gainesville too. And he knew his daddy was up there. That's why he said, come and pick me up. Because Tyrone was up in Gainesville. Playing around with that slut bucket. Knowing you got a wife. That bitch know you got a wife. And hoes like that I do not like. Because they don't give a fuck because you got a wife. I ain't married. I'm single. But the man is married. So you sleep around with married men because you know he ain't going to never leave his wife. Big Tyrone had to be in Gainesville. Little Tyrone knew his daddy was up there and called his daddy to pick him up. I guess they was arguing or whatever before the shit got out of hand and his daddy laid up in that motherfucking pussy. That stinking cat. They all was up there in Gainesville. The cousin. Arthur. Yeah. Girl, where you been? I've been talking about Arthur all day. That's Tasha's son. Art Johnson. Possibly. He could have been in that trunk. Arthur moved Dro in that trunk. We know Dro ain't bleeding out. He bleeding in. Okay? Again, wasn't no blood on no rail. Wasn't no blood on no ground. The man was bleeding internally from his head. No other wounds. He had bruising on his arms for defending himself, defensive wounds, trying to cover his fucking head and face. He had purplish bruising on his back, bruising on his shoulder, bruising on his arms, but his head was beat. He used his arms to defend himself. To cover from being hit. Hey, good evening, Nookie. Good evening, Nookie. Oh, yeah, he was with Dro. Oh, yes, on Christmas Eve. Yes, he was. Uh-huh. They even took a portrait together. Yeah. Yeah. Tyrone was withdrawn Christmas Eve too. Big Tyrone, Elijah, Lulu, these two guys, Dro. Yes, they was. They was together on Christmas Eve. They was at a racetrack thing on Christmas Eve, extreme racing. Then when they leave extreme racing, they go to Wawa. And I believe that Wawa, which I hadn't proved it yet, but I believe that's the Wawa in Gainesville. Tyrone dropped off Elijah and probably this other guy and headed towards Gainesville. Matter of fact, Arthur already said, Tyrone said, hey man, since we up here in Gainesville, you and your girl and you and me and my girl, you could show us around up here. You could show us around. Yeah. Yeah. He's supposed to have been showing Dro and Lulu around little places up there in Gainesville. More proof Tasha's son was in Gainesville talking to Dro. And I would put a past if Dro called his daddy while him and Arthur was going at it. And his daddy did not come. Because he knew his daddy was up in Gainesville. And now his daddy real sad because his son is not alive. Let's talk about it. We ain't going to sugarcoat it. We're going to put it out there. Ain't that right, Mr. Tyrone? Ain't that what happened? Dro and his cousin got into a physical argument. That's why it's out of Lulu control, wasn't it? And she watched it. Instead of picking up the phone, calling somebody, calling the police to stop them for going at each other. And one thing led to another. Now Dro is not here today. Dro tried to call his daddy to come and get him. It wasn't about him arguing with Lulu. He was arguing with Art. But the daddy had some sea bass, some old tilapia, some old whitening. No, not whitening. Some sardines. He was laying in a plate of sardines. So he didn't go get them. And the next time he get a call, his son in the hospital on ICU fighting for his life. And that ought to make Big Tyrone really feel bad. In his heart, he know Arthur did it. He know Arthur did it. I'm not just looking at Lulu. I'm looking at Arthur too. Him and Dro got into it. And that man wanted his daddy to come up there, come get me. Come get me. And I don't know, I don't know what time in the morning that Dro called his daddy, but Big Tyrone did say he called and asked him to come and get him, and he wished he would have came and got him. And we know he ain't gonna call his daddy, and if his daddy was in Fort Lauderdale, he calling somebody that's close by. And guess he probably told his daddy come get his goddamn nephew. Bro, y'all better come and get him. Come get him. Yeah. And Tyrone them there come get him and take his ass up out of there. Shit, Dro probably said come get his nephew before he hurt him. Yeah. Yeah. And Tyrone like, y'all go through that shit all the time. Put that damn bottle down. Y'all ain't doing nothing but drinking and getting drunk. Y'all sleep that shit out. And didn't know how serious it was. Tyrone. Big Tyrone, come out and tell the truth. Because y'all don't want to implement, y'all don't want to put this boy on that crime scene or hurting Dro. But that's who hurted Dro. You know they was together. I seen them together. I seen the video. That's one video she didn't take down off of his page. Okay? Off his Instagram. Okay? You put two and two together. They all was together Christmas Eve night. That's for damn sure. And he probably was still tagging along with her. Throughout the whole Christmas holiday, Art was tagging along with them. Now, Tyrone, you done brought it out here. Explain why you didn't go get him. Because he asked you, did he tell you to come and get him or come and get Art? Art tripping. Was Art on the cattle Because y'all know in them powdered on move, them blue pills do have caffeine in them. Look it up. Do your research. I done mine. The blue pills, powdered on move, they little blue pills, and they have fentanyl and catechol in them. Yes, they do. They have catechol in them. Look it up. It's a street drug. I mean, they use it in the hospital too. But you know, these people know how to take liquid and powder, make it a pill. And that's part of it in that pill. Fentanyl, catechol is in a blue powder pill. Yeah, I did my research. It's in a form of a street drug. I ain't saying Dro was popping them. Huh. But he damn sure look a little woozy on this picture here. When he laid up on that bed. Let me show y'all. He looked high. Damn. I must have took the damn picture down. Yeah. I took that one down. Where his eyes were so low and he got this big smile. He probably was high then. Or she done put it. Because it come in a liquid form too. So she probably, I don't know. It comes in it comes in a nozzle spray bottle and it comes in a liquid form and they could put it into a pill. It could be a street drug or the hospital. Was Art? Was he on them pills? Did he pop them? And on top of alcohol, some shit went wrong. Dro wasn't even drunk. He was high. Let's talk about it. Dro wasn't even drunk. He was high. Now, was he high? Or was he high because somebody put something in something? But his toxicology report, he didn't have much alcohol in him. He did not. But the family did leave out the catechol until it came out. Why did y'all leave that out? Because y'all probably know what the catechol is. The powder blue don't move. Them little blue pills in Florida. Okay? Do your research. I done mine. Matter of fact, I even got a video with the blue pills on my video thumbnail. Look it up. Catechin is in them. And that's some shit they do in Florida. Uh-huh. Yup, laying down in her arms where she was holding his head up. She was holding his head up. Yup. Either they gave him something. Yeah, Oliver. Yup, that was in his system. He had that in his system. He didn't have much alcohol. He didn't even have a high level. You might as well say he really didn't have no alcohol in his system. He didn't drink nothing about a drink or two. Probably had 2 shots. He didn't even have no alcohol in him. He was high. He was high on ketamine, however you pronounce it. That little blue pill. How the blue don't move. So researchers from around the world, do your research. Stop going off everybody's video trying to fucking piece it together. Do your own shit. And the information you getting from that family, they damn sure ain't give you that damn toxicology report and said he had ketamine in his damn system. Y'all ain't bring that out until the damn toxicology report is being brought out. Other than that, y'all have kept that a shush. But then the activist, she is trying to cover it up and say the hospital gave it to him. However, like they said, he didn't need to be sedated because he couldn't his brain wasn't functioning. So there was no way he should have had that. The first responders nor the hospital should have even gave him that because he didn't need to be stable. He can't, and according to, if I'm reading this right, yeah, that was something even the pathologist, basically, that's what he had in his system. Yeah. No. Uh-uh. I don't think I don't think that was Arthur. I think that's the other brother or cousin. No, I didn't say he was on drugs. Well, I don't listen. Let me tell you something. These little young kids, well, not calling them kids, but these young people these days, they pop pills. That's why a lot of shit be happening. They like that feeling. But I'm not saying Dro was doing it. Could he have possibly got drugged? Could somebody possibly put it in him? Yeah. Could they have slipped it in that one drink? Yeah. Dro probably wasn't drinking for a reason. Dro probably wasn't drinking for a reason. Dro was cautious because there was somebody else around them. It wasn't just him and Lulu. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, that man ain't have much. He didn't have no alcohol in him. So it's probably a reason why he wouldn't drink alcohol. Because somebody else was around them. And he was being cautious. Yep. He was being cautious. But yet, somebody drugged him anyway. Because he possibly could have got drugged. Because I don't see him doing those pills, y'all. And he drives 18-wheeler. He gets drug tested. Now, I don't know how long those pills stay in your system. I don't know. But I really doubt if he actually took it himself. I would go with somebody sedated themselves. Somebody sedated him themselves. That's what I would say. But I don't know. But I do know when Natalie came on here and they was asking for a PI, Natalie told us the toxicology report came back from, and also said, y'all, this is an AI, but y'all know who this is. Arthur, Natasha, and Big Tyrone. And Natalie did say, y'all, the toxicology come back. No, he didn't have no alcohol in it. But she did not say anything about this ketamine. She just said he didn't have enough alcohol in him. He didn't have no alcohol in him where he would jump out the car. He was not that impaired where he'll do something stupid and jump out the car. She did say that. She ain't say nothing about. She said, no, I don't even know. I gotta go back. Because she never mentioned ketamine was in his system. Now they mentioning it because the damn records is out. Publicly. It's public records. But again, the way they beat him, I'ma say he didn't take that on his own. I think they sedated him to get him weak enough where he can't fight back. I don't see Dro doing that. Because why else would he be beat? Why would it be in the system? So they could sedate him to make him weak where he couldn't fucking fight back. So no, I don't think he took it voluntarily. And if I ain't mistaken, that's the same thing Kanika Jenkins had in her system when they did her toxicology report. That's what somebody sedated Kanika Jenkins with that shit. Sure did. I saw that too, Bless. I saw that too. It's a med pill too. Yep. For seizures, for meds. That's probably why they asked, did he have a history of having seizures? Hello. They asked, do we have a history of having seizures? Because they already knew what was in the system. And he didn't voluntarily put that in his system. They sedated him to make him weak enough so they could overpower him and whoop him like they did. And beat him like they did. And he did not deserve that at all. And that's another reason why this case needs to be reopened. Somebody drugged him. They sedated him. Because somebody knew if they drug him with that, they know that would make him weak. Yeah, he was. So somebody, that's premeditated. Premeditated murder. That's premeditated. But guess what, y'all? The fucked up part about it is they got to prove it didn't come from the hospital giving it to him, or the streets giving it, or he takes street drugs. They got to prove it. And that's fucked up. They can't. Because she could easily say, he popped pills. When they premeditated gave it to that man, that's premeditated murder. When a family know that he don't even do drugs, and he damn sure wasn't intoxicated. It's a powder blue that sedates people, and they probably sedated him with a powder blue some kind of way, or the liquid form. I believe, Jamaica, I believe Tasha. Okay, so I'm gonna put myself in Tasha's shoes. No, I ain't, because I've been to turn my motherfucker son in. I'd be like, look, I'm gonna be here for you. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But I ain't no way I'm gonna be able to be around my family knowing my son unalive his cousin. I know one person who know deep in their heart, Tyrone. Because for real, if you look at the first video, at the first angle when the cops was talking to Tyrone now, on the very first video, Tyrone kept looking over at that table, and Tyrone got up, and they had to tell Tyrone to sit down because he was getting mad. And I didn't know, now it makes sense, but I didn't know why he was getting mad over there at that table. And the girl was pacing, like, and he's like, all right, I'm going to let him talk. That right. And y'all go to the very first video. He's like, all right, I'll let him talk. And he sat down, and he put his hand over his head. He was talking about Arthur. Because now that the video is reversed around, and now Tyrone over there on that side of the table, that explains. He was upset with Arthur. So yeah, I believe Tyrone in his heart have a idea that he believe he know it. I bet you he know it. He not know it like he know it and not saying nothing. He just have a feeling like he did it. He did it. They both did it. He did it. He did it. Tyrone no. So and if Tyrone and Natasha is close or whatever, they ain't gonna speak on it together. They ain't speaking on it, but probably behind closed doors, Natalie, the whole family, even my Charlotte, probably like, that boy did it. They probably know her son did it. They watching this shit. They see this shit. But Tasha Tamar is still Lulu. Tasha, you about to be a nutty motherfucker too. Because you know your son was there at that cabin with them. So I think you kind of nutty too, if you don't see this. Sometimes it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Now sometimes it's going to hurt to know it. But you don't want to know it. You in denial to know it. The other family members ain't in denial to know it. They know it. They just probably don't want to confront you on it. But by anybody, if y'all paid attention to the activist yesterday, not the activist, but